Unless someone asks for it or pays for it, advice is absolutely worthless. Track with me now, I'll explain. As a person that is an advisor, really for a living, that's what I do. I consult and advise people on what would be best for their sales methods and marketing and advertising modalities, things of that nature. I get a lot of unsolicited advice. Plus, I put myself out there. I post a lot on my fan page. I post a lot on my personal page of Twitter, Instagram, all these other things, my blog, of course, where I get a lot of criticism and, more importantly, a lot of advice that I really didn't ask for. Well, in the beginning, I used to let that advice really affect me. If someone was a hater and they said something or they made a suggestion or whatever the case may be, I was insecure at that fact, and I might actually adapt what I was doing at the time. This is years ago, not now, obviously, but I might adapt what I'm doing at the time to try to please that one person while at the same time not realizing that I'm potentially alienated thousands or hundreds or dozens or one or two or one important person because of that. But the other day, what reminded me of this message is the other day I made a post about the greatest sales advice ever. And somebody commented on that post, this life-changing, another person commented on that post about how that changed the game for them, about how it's so true, blah, blah, blah. There was this one person. The one person said I have horrible writing skills, terrible grammar, and I write like a fifth grader, and that they would be more than happy to trade me their services for teaching me how to write. And back in the day, I would have thought, wow, I really do need to improve my writing game. But here's the deal, the key words. They said I write like a fifth grader. See, I was mentored digitally by the great John Carlton. I've been mentored digitally by Harlan Kilstein. I've been able to be inside of mastermind groups with Harlan. I've bought Frank Kern's Mass Control. I've been mentored by Frank, the One Man Millions Come. So what I'm saying is I have a lot of experience with writers. And one of the things that I learned from all those writers is that you need to write on a 4th to 6th grade level. Because listen, I'm not writing for the Stanford Review here. I'm not writing for Ivy League salesmen to come and buy my grandiose, pompous fucking business plan here. That's not what I'm doing at all. What I'm doing is I'm writing to people just like me. I'm writing to people just like you, and I'm communicating in an effective way that's so simple even a 4th grader could understand it. Why would you want me to complicate the things that you're reading? Nobody's picking up complicated books. Like, nobody's picking up like War and Peace and reading it on a regular basis. Nobody's picking up security analysis when they go to the toilet and sit down, right? What they do pick up are James Patterson novels. They pick up trash fiction. They pick up things that are easy to read, easy to understand, and entertaining. And that's what I've been taught to do by some of the greatest writers living today. I've even taken James Patterson's class on Udemy. And yet, in the past, I would have let this person affect me. But what I'm saying is, their answer validated, actually their criticism validated that what I'm doing is correct. Their criticism validated that I'm on the right course. What they don't understand, or maybe they do, is I'm a 2-time best-selling author this year. You can take that for what it's worth. I'm a contributor to one of the biggest publications in our country, and I have a blog that gets over 100,000 unique views every month. With that being said, I might have this writing thing down. So there's going to be critics in your life that give you advice. Unless you ask for it, unless you pay for it, it's nothing. You might one day have the urge or want to become that critic and give advice to somebody else. And let me stop you right now. Let me save you the pain, shame, and embarrassment by telling you if they didn't pay for it or they didn't ask for it, they don't want it, no matter how important you might think you are in their life. Keep it, zip it up, keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to hear it. Later. Nobody likes a critic, really, they don't. Make sure you share this if you dig it. Make sure you go over to hardcorecloser.com and subscribe to the blog because I got some good shit over there. Later.